The crowd is settled in a little bit.
Yeah, this looks like an early series power play. Some mishandles by the Bruins.
Centering pass all alone, a point-blank chance for Orlov. Denied by Lyon.
But they also need some goaltending. Bertuzzi takes the puck away from Gudas behind the net, and there's the first test, the first chance, and Alex Lyon comes up big here as Dmitry Orlov all alone in front of the net. Lyon pushes from the post.
Now Krejci up high to Charlie McAvoy. McAvoy. Some room, top of the slot. Zaga passed it off. A one-timer by Krejci. Pastrnak scores! A power play goal and a 1-0 Boston lead.
And they put Bertuzzi and Zacha in the middle of the ice. Zacha will start this. Krejci's shot is stopped. But what a play by Tyler Bertuzzi, brought over at the deadline as the Bruins suffered injuries on the left side to Taylor Hall and Nick Foligno. A behind-the-back pass. 61 goals in the regular season. That will be a wild scene. The people in Toronto are pumped.
Krejci with Bertuzzi heading for the net. And a beautiful stop by Lyon.
He made an unbelievable save on Dmitry Orlov, but not like this. He read that pass. The Krejci pass is flat.
Carlo third in the league in plus-minus. Here's Taylor Hall. Took it away from Forsling. Has Frederick with him. Hall for Frederick. And another stop by Lyon.
I was really interested to see this highlight to see if he's across early, if the short side's open, but he wasn't.
Losterinen trying to peel it away from Lindholm, who led the NHL in plus-minus in the regular season at a ridiculous plus 49. Free puck, top of the crease, still free. And an opportunity for Losterinen, turned aside by Ullmark.
The one thing that really happened a lot is the Panthers aggressively pinched down the walls, kept the puck in, and generated some second chance opportunities in the offensive zone. I think Mark had a lot to do with Brandon Montour's excellent year, that Montour able to get up in the play with the comfort of his partner looking after things at the other end.
Sloppy rebound left by Ullmark, and now Smith off the ricochet. Try to jam it along the near post.
The Panthers flip and then chase, and Ullmark can't handle it. Now it's a little bit of chaos. Look how the Panthers get to the crease. There's three of them in the blue paint, and Cousins is going to get knocked down as Giovanni Smith chips this at the front of the net. Ullmark has to be sharp to get across and shut that down, but there are the Panthers again, and what Joe Sacco talked about. Ooh, that's close.
That was in the same game here on March 9th against Edmonton. The brusque pass too far ahead of McAvoy, who joined the rush. Quick hit ahead off the stick of Losterinen. Sent back by Orlov to McAvoy. Room for Marchand with Zacha coming with him. Off the glove and in! Oh, after so many terrific stops by Lyon, he gives up a weak one, and Marchand makes it 2-0.
He's got to shove this aside. It's a shot he's going to stop 99 times out of 100. There's the 100. It's the wrister, just a play to get it on the net from Marchand, and it goes right underneath the glove of Alex Lyon. Marchand needs that. He comes into the playoffs with just one goal in his last 18 games. It's a fortunate break for the Bruins.
Here's DeBrusk, has Zacha with him. 2-on-1. Great stick work by Montour to knock it away. Then Mark Stahl played it around for Tkachuk. Back-to-back 100-point seasons for Matthew Tkachuk last year in Calgary. Here he comes and he scores. They got a great bounce, and Matt Tkachuk took advantage of it. Florida on the board. It's 2-1.
Forehand, it beats Ullmark. Luosterainen dumps it around the boards. And as the puck goes around the back of the net, Orlov wants to field it on his backhand. And he ends up deflecting it right to Tkachuk. He takes it on the backhand like a pass.
Jams the brakes on with Lindholm right there for the Bruins. And it's backhanded out by Coyle. Hall managed to avoid a check by Gudas. Now it's a 2-on-1. Cross ice and a beautiful glove save by Lyon on Trent Frederick.
The puck flutters off his stick. Lyon the stop, and it stays 2-1.
Lindholm The shot got deflected behind the net. Barkov couldn't move it around. DeBrusque back to the point. McAvoy, that got hit by traffic out in front. And it's in the net. Lyon couldn't find it, and it got poked in. Boston leads 3-1.
The Panthers coaches are looking at this on the video. Is this goalie interference? As the chaos ensues, it would be on Bertuzzi's stick. Lyon never gets a chance to handle it. He loses it here. Everybody dives into the crease, and this puck is right here. This will be what they're questioning if they do, as the puck eventually works its way through.
Looked like Jake DeBrusque. There were a couple of Bruins whacking at it.
There's the puck on Lyon's pad. It is DeBrusque. It's sitting right on top of his pad. Against the Bruins team that's not clicking the way they normally do, and they're still down. I look for the Bruins to play a good period here.
They lead 3-1. Both teams are at full strength. Here's a bouncing puck. And Frederick couldn't get Wood on it. Now perhaps a 2-on-1. Verhaeghe with Duclair. Carter Verhaeghe, a backhand glove by Omar.
Dmitry Orlov's going to pinch in here. It's a bad pinch because he's flat-footed. And Duclair chips it to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe, the 42-goal scorer, has the pass taken away. Well defended by Charlie McAvoy.
Tkachuk off his stick toward the net, but skated away by Orlov. As Krejci and Pasternak. Orlov to the net. Backhand stopped by Lyon. And it was knocked to the back of the cage by Ekblad.
Alex Lyon's going to make a nice stop here on Dmitry Orlov. Lyon's had some really great moments. A couple of 2-on-1 saves on Trent Frederick. One on Tyler Bertuzzi, but he had the second one.
Under 3.5 to go. Coyle centers. Noshik. Hindered by Montour. Hathaway for Coyle. Great work by this line for Boston. Centered and scored! It was Hathaway right at the edge of the crease, waving a stick around. Tough to tell from here if he got a piece of it, if it just went in cleanly from the corner.
Doesn't matter. You're down 3-1 with just a couple of minutes left. He's going to challenge this call to take the goal off the board. If he gets a penalty, he's not too worried about it. I don't think this is going to count. This is a good challenge. As Lyon has the puck in his glove, and right there, Hathaway whacks the back of his glove, and it ends up in the net. Maurice is going to challenge. Goalie interference challenge. And then he said to the official, and I want the time back on the clock. The Coyle line had just ground that shift in the zone. They eventually are rewarded with this play. It's not going to count.
Upon video review, the goaltender's glove got pushed by the stick. Therefore, this is goaltender interference. We have no goal.
Tkachuk tried to center it, and that's it. They scored into the empty net well after the buzzer. Tkachuk being taken away from a couple of Bruins through a swipe at Hathaway that did not land.